Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to Chef Lethal Takes a Break from Tears of the Kingdom. Welcome back to Chef Lethal Plays Path of Exile Slow Walkthrough Series, Season 2, Episode 6. Okay, I need to address the elephant in the room here, guys. So I had mentioned in the very beginning that I was going to probably upload these every day. And if you've been following, it has not been every day because at the time of this recording, I'm a week away, or roundabouts, to going on a tiny little trip, and I did not have enough of a backlog to go and do a daily upload. So today, let's see, I've been doing every other day. So episode 5 went up on Saturday the 31st, and I'll probably put this one up on Tuesday the 3rd, and I'll do every other day until I can get some ground to do some backlogs here. So, okay. Anyway, all that housekeeping out of the way, we are back. I haven't actually, of course I haven't played since the last episode because I'm recording everything. But need to remember here, for you it's just been, however long it's been since you watched the last episode. For me, it's been almost a week. Right, so we're using Spectral Throw with Chance to Bleed. And ideally, I needed green, red. And then here I've got faster attacks with Leap Slam, which is nice, and Steel Skin, which is a, temporary buff, War Banner, and Precision is an aura that should be active when we go out of town. Okay, so let me go, you know what, actually we're going to go over to King's March. We're going to march over to the King. And let me check out my town here because it's been a long time since we've been here. Ow. Just hit myself on my printer. That was cool. Don't ask me how. Okay, here we are. Now, I need Oraculum. Oraculum? I don't know. Currency. No, that's not what I want. Let me check. Oh, there's that. That was Frostblink. And Leap Slam. Oh, M5 is War Banner. Why do I have that on? Anyway. Okay, so we've got this. We've got all 60 ore. I need to go find more ore.
Just a little tighter.
Oh, Isla.
Engineer report.
Okay.
Oh, good.
This we need the Oracle. I don't know how to get that. So I'm just leap slamming around to see if maybe I can move a little faster. Let's see. Town improvements. I need the Oracle. I don't know how to get that. Okay, so that's fine. We'll just head back to the game and go back to Prisoner's Gate, and we need to find our way through it. Right, so we've got some baddies here, so let me see if I do... So Frostblink is a cool skill where if you use it in a pack of monsters, the bigger the pack of monsters, the quicker the cooldown is. Also, if it's a like the rarity of the monster affects the what am I trying to say? It affects the cooldown as well. Another life flask. These guys are really obnoxious. How fast can I do the Spectral Throw? I've never actually used Spectral Throw before. A lot of monsters here, though. So I guess ideally we can Frostblink through them and then circle back. Oh, hey, it's Oraculum. Oraculum? I don't actually know how you're supposed to say that name, but okay, this is how you find it. You find it out in the world. Cool. same thing where I can just... Okay, we got 11 ore marked, and my dudes are coming to take care of it. Detonate them, get that skill.
You're a fine blade in need of forging.
Okay. So we need to go do something else to get this thaumatic seal. I don't like my war banner being on M5. So I'm going to put spectral throw there and put war banner on Q. Make sure precision is good. Okay, now we can continue on. And now that I can leap slam, like I'm probably just going to skip a lot of guys and just kind of jump past them. Okay, actually I need to change this back because I keep I keep hitting Q for spectral throw. I'll put war banner on E then, and I'll just blank that. Okay. Frost blink and steel skin. Actually, no, frost blink should be okay. Sometimes you level up a skill and you don't actually want to do the level up. There's a few instances. I don't know with this build if there will be the case. If you need to level up anything or keep anything at lower levels, typically, like there's a skill that's called cast when damage taken, which will automatically cast the supported skill after you meet a certain damage threshold that you've taken, and generally speaking, you want that to be pretty low because you want the item to be triggering, or the skill to be triggering as often as possible. I think also like Frostblink is a situation where you don't really need to level it up too bad unless you're using it as a main damage skill, which is possible. I'll take that Orb of Alchemy, that's really nice. But yeah, sometimes, especially later in the game, there are areas where there are modifiers to the area, and one of those is monsters reflect elemental damage. And if you're frost blinking, that can cause you some extra damage that you don't necessarily want. Crimson ore, okay. Let's go. See, like, cast when damage taken might be nice on steel skin, because I right now have to manually use steel skin. I need a better mana flask, dude. It's embarrassing. Alright. So this area, there's two different things that you need to be aware of. So if we go down into this cave, we're actually skipping the first half, which isn't that big of a deal. I'm just letting you know. So let me go in here and I'll show you a little trick that we can... Oh, actually, before I get to aggro any monsters, we did a level up. And I'll pull up Path of Building. And I'll bring this over and look, see... I do need to head down... Whoopsies. To the destroyer node right here. We're using a two-handed melee weapon now, so we'll get a bit of a damage boost there, and we will continue on. So I'll just kind of skip these guys, and we're just moving through. Nobody is important there. Obviously, if you need the experience, stop and attack. Some more crimson ore, I'll definitely do this. good. Grab the greaves. I am taking a lot of damage there, which I would like not to. Thank you. Okay, these guys are really kind of messing up my day. The thing about this spectral throw is it seems really, really, really slow. Alright, that's good. Not enough valor. Why am I not gaining valor? That's really weird. I don't know why it's not active. Like, I'm killing guys. Why am I not? Oh, it's because my spectral throw is killing guys, not my actual dude. Okay, so this is a strongbox. Don't know if I've talked about this before, but there are a few different kinds of strongboxes that can have different reward types. Basically, you click on this and 3 packs of monsters will come out and you'll get rewards. The rewards are based on what kind of strongbox. There are strongboxes that have jewelry or weapons or armor or whatever. These generic ones have just kind of a melange of items. You can identify it to see like what's special about it. So 113% more rarity of contained items, and freezes me when I'm activated. So that's something I need to be aware of, is that I'm going to be attacked. Like, I'm going to be frozen and potentially attacked quite a bit once I click on and activate. So I'm frozen right now. I can't move. All right. This one doesn't look to be too bad. So once you clear everybody up, you will get a loot explosion. So I don't know if I covered this either, but if there are items on the ground, but your item filter is hiding them, you can hold Alt, and it will show you everything that's on the ground. I'm going to pick up that small mana flask because I need another mana flask. Also, I'm going to hit my Quicksilver. I keep forgetting about. We hit a dead end, so let's come up here. And it looks like I just leveled up. Alright, so we have to go up here. That's another thing. You can leap slam and then frost blink in the middle of it to really cover some ground. If your if your frost blink is available, that is. Frost blink is a pretty good like, get out of jail free card. If you're surrounded and you need to get out, just frost blink out. You do a little bit of damage, and you can escape, or at least get better, like a better leverage point. Alright, those guys are spreading this black goo when I kill them, and it's slowing me down, so I'm going to try to avoid that. Frost blink out of there. Alright, I think we have our first shrine over here. So this is what looks to be like a cold shrine, which is a good thing. It's for us. So when I activate it, it's a freezing shrine. When I activate it, I'm going to have this freezing aura going around me, and it's going to help slow down enemies that are around me, and also do some damage. I can see this exclamation point, this yellow exclamation point, so I'm going to go that way after I hit a Quicksilver. I hit both of them by accident. Okay, so here is a boss, but you can just kind of escape. You don't have to fight this boss. You can just click on the slave girl, get the all flame, and then come out. It will plop you out right here. Now, ideally, we should have talked to Captain Fairgraves first, but we found the cave first, so we just can do that. It's no big deal. I did mention in a previous episode that if you like basically do a quest before you get the quest, the dialogue will just play everything and you get to see what you missed. So before I do this next part, I'm going to get the destroyer node here, we get a big increase to physical damage and damage with ailments and attack speed. So this is all very, very good. We're going to talk to him.
I would have been surprised if you hadn't
And he's going to say a bunch of stuff. And now
My blessed
he just identified that we have his all flame. So now we need to kill him, which not very nice.
pains me greatly to do this. Hard times call for hard times.
So I'm just gonna cross blink out and continue just throwing the spectral axe. Look for Fairgraves there. And just trying to keep the icon on him and watch him die. We get some items.
Every day that I get to do the legend. Thank you, Fairgraves.
And now, Frostblink is technically a dash skill, so I can jump down from this ledge. You would not normally be able to just walk down there. And we need to get to the next area. The game wants you to go to town right now, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use my Quicksilvers as I remember them. Got some treasure here. Okay, those green spirits that you may have just seen, those are called tormented spirits, and they will go and possess monsters in the area. Like those two ghosts possessed this monster right here, and it now has Spy's Grip and Cutthroat's Grip, and that makes them harder, and it also changes the items that they drop to be generally more rare, better. It's all random, but it's weighted a certain way. But yeah, you gotta watch out for that, because sometimes, whew, you get caught off guard, especially if like it happens in a boss area. That happens. I need to see which way I need to kind of go. All right. Let's see what Doom Limp the Ravenous has for us. Plague Mask, nothing good. Let's check. There's nothing over there. Alright, so I'm going to go up over here, because according to the map, the next area is kind of in a northerly direction. So I'm going to kind of head up that way. Just blinking past, especially the plain old white monsters. Don't really want them, don't need them. But there's actually quite a bit of them here, so I'll just take a moment and do that. Leap Slam's a really good skill because you can jump over packs of monsters, you can jump over items, you can jump over ledges, and it does damage. It does area damage, where it's not certainly gonna be the deciding factor in beating a big bad boss or anything like that, but it can help. Especially if you have good life leech, you can jump into a pack, steal some health, jump away, either by a leap slam or Frostblink. Alright, there's a lot of guys here, so I'm gonna take a little pause to do some killing. Nice level up.
Think there's more to life than prize or perish.
Nothing really good there. I am picking up all the jewelry I find. Jewelry is really important, particularly in the early game. This is the next area that they want us to go to, so I'm going to go in. And I'm going to hit the waypoint, head back to town. Right, so now we are level 15. I've got Path of Building up here. I know that we just got the Destroyer tab, so I'm going to go to 13 to 37 Part 1. I don't know what is different about Part 1 and Part 2. I have no idea why that's different. Maybe because it's such a long jump from 13 to 37. I have no idea. Anyway, we'll follow Part 1, I guess. What's different about part 2? I have no clue. Okay, anyway. So we went down there, so now we need to hit this dexterity node. We're going to come down, and the big thing is going to be getting to this keystone precise technique. So this is, well, we'll talk about that when we actually get there, but that's the next goal, is to get over to precise technique, which is over here. So we'll do control click on dexterity. We have some extra dex now, that's nice. Talk to Bestel. He gives us a passive point. Most excellent. Nessa gives us one of these things. I think Earth Shatter. Take Earth Shatter. Kill Mervale. Now Mervale is the boss of Act 1, and we will definitely need some cold resistance to kill Mervale, or at least to make that fight a little bit easier. Gonna head down to this other dexterity travel node, making our way over to precise technique. Alright, so now let me check the items that we have. We've got some new guys here. Orb of Alteration we've already talked about. Orb of Alchemy upgrades a normal white item to a rare item. These are great. Particularly rare in the early game, but they're very nice. So I can take a white item that I have and turn it up to 6 modifiers, which is great. Orb of Augmentation. I don't think we talked about this, but it will change a blue item, and it will give it a new modifier. So I guess if it only has one modifier, which I don't have any that do this, so potentially I could use that Orb of Augmentation on this axe. Let's give it a try. Orb of Augmentation, and it gave me 2 to 6 cold damage. That is absolutely atrocious, but we did it for the video, guys. All right, we also have an Orb of Chance. This will change a white item to a random rarity. I think it's almost always blue magic, but it could turn it into a really great rare item, or it could also turn it into a unique. You never know. But we're not going to do that right now. I'm going to look at what we have here. We've got a coral ring. So the rings I have are absolutely garbage. These are just giving mana. I've got a magic one here. This is, no matter what, it's going to be better. That's actually decent. I'm not going to say it's good, but it's decent because it's got that cold resistance and life, which is amazing. So now I can do a little bit of crafty craft. I've also got this jade amulet I picked up with fire resistance and a little bit of mana. So this is good. I'm gonna trade in for the jade amulet to give me that extra fire resistance. I lose the strength, gain the dexterity. I think that's a worthy trade right now. The belt, I won't do anything with the belt. I do want to trade in the life, or the life flask, I guess. I thought I got a mana flask. Here we go. This is what I wanted. I'm going to use an Orb of Transmutation on my flask. Grants immunity to ignite for 8 seconds while that's fine. I don't necessarily need that, but it's nice to have something on it. And I can do the same thing for this life flask. There we go. Reduced amount recovered, but increased recovery rate, and half of it gets done immediately. I have 345 health. That's not great. I'm going to re-roll that. So I'm going to use an alteration. And sure, that's fine. Not great, but it's fine. Oh, I already have a magic one here. Recovers 183. This one recovers 150. Instant recovery when on low life. Immunity to ignite. I'm going to trade out. So we have 2 of these life flasks, 1 mana, and 2. This is fine. And then, oh man, I don't remember having all these flasks. So then we'll put all this in. Detonate dead. These boots might be interesting to look at. Armor 49. Fire resistance, cold resistance, lightning resistance. Yo, these are good. These are great boots. It'd be better if they had movement speed, but yeah, that's great. And I can use it right now. I can put this war banner up here. The fact that they're linked, because it's not a support gem, it's not going to affect it. I'm going to throw those on. Heck yeah, man. That's great. And then I'm going to keep the white jewelry and sell the rest of this stuff. So talk to Nessa. Get rid of all that.
God hasn't
Not the guild
abandoned us.
stash. There you go. Okay, and that is going to be it for today, guys. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me today and watching, making it this far. If you found this to be at all useful, entertaining, or all of the above, please consider hitting that like button. It absolutely does help. And it makes me feel good if you leave a nice comment and say hi. Even if you just said hi, that makes me feel good. Pad my ego. All right. Anyway, that's going to be it for me. Thank you again so very much, and I will see you in the next one.